Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here. Shapes to shoot! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
France finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Chouameni. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He has found the way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. But that has not gone well. Alexander-Arnold is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cleared away. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Foot in. Looking for options for movement.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Camavinga. That's a nicely shaped ball. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And it's been given away. Chance for a shot! Rabiot.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Hernandez going full steam ahead down the left flank. Thuram, he's had a shot! That is delicious! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
It's a good spell of possession, this.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Camavinga. Goulet. Chance here to counter. Camavinga. Now it's Olise. Can he get on the end of this? Great chance! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Goulet. And Alexander-Arnold. And it's Valverde. And here's Bellingham for Valverde. That is good strength. Camavinga. Thuram. France finding their passes. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Vinicius Junior. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Pinches it off him. Tchouaméni. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's half-time here. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So we're just settling back into this second half. Camavinga. Driving forward. Played through into space. Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Looking for a runner. And he's there to retrieve it. Rabiot. Mbappe, and the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Bellingham. Valverde.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Played out to the right. Tchouaméni. It's Camavinga. Olise. To Rabiot. And here's Thuram. Now it's Rabiot. Thread. Can he finish? Goal! France! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. France take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Gets into some space.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Kolumuani tries to pass it through, and he plays one through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nicely weighted. Shoots! Valverde. And it's Tchouaméni. And that's gone loose. And they're back on the ball again for Valverde. Kolomuani. Shifted upfield. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's in a great... and he shoots! And that could come back to haunt them.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
El dorsal 15, el dorsal 8, el dorsal 12 serán sustituidos por el dorsal 11.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
El dorsal 6, el dorsal 2. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Can he get onto this? Carvajal promptly onto that, and that is that. Rudiger. He won't be happy with that one. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Dembele wins the duel this time. And back to the keeper they go. Madrid are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have. Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. And it's Carvajal. That's an excellent interception. Vinicius Junior finds himself offside. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
This is now creating a nervous atmosphere. The fans simply want the ball at the other end.
Dembele hurtling down that right flank. Takes on his marker. Now who's going to be first to this? There will be a throw-in. Dembele. Conte. He's got away. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can see, we've already started here. Out towards the flank. Now it's Vinicius Junior. No outsmarting him this time. Traumeri. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Now it's Mbappe. Goulet. And he's forced to go back. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. And it's Valverde. Thuram proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was...
Shot a goal! And he's heaved it away. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Madrid, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Valverde. This looks promising. Oh, well played, well sorted out. France look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Valverde. It's Vinicius Junior. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Valverde. And it's Bellingham. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Rudiger. For Valverde. Goulet. And it's Valverde. Madrid looking to pass their way through. Vinicius Junior! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that was very necessary. Valverde. Traumeri cuts it out.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Shapes to shoot! Tries to get it clear. And it's Hernandez. Camavinga receives it in a good position here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Caught offside that time. And here's Elise. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Oh, nicely intercepted. Elise. Valverde. And Anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. 5 minutes till the break. It's Bellingham. And it's Arda Güler. Well seen, saw that coming. Camavinga. Thuram. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Olise. And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Rabiot, and it's Camavinga. Camavinga, and no, he's seen through all of that. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And that's gone loose. Vinicius Junior has been caught there, it's a foul. Mbappe. Güler. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, that's well spotted. Mbappe! And that has been clubbed away. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, no joy this time. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And here's Mbappe. Now there's a fine ball. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, nice touch. And it's Rabiot. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
Tries to pass it through. Now that's well seen too.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
So,
8,
time for changes
el
on
dorsal
both
22,
sides, actually.
El dorsal 12, el dorsal 5.
It's just beyond his reach.
Serán
Guendouzi
sustituidos
with
por
the clearance.
El dorsal 6, el dorsal 24,
Dembele.
el dorsal 2,
Now it's
el
Kolomuani.
dorsal 30,
That
el
is a
dorsal
great
11.
pick out.
Se va a
He
realizar
is
un
through
cambio de
here.
jugadores.
And he's gone backward here. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior powering forward here. Carvajal looking to play him in. Great chance for a shot! It's in! And that could well be the winner!
What a time to take the lead. But now comes the dilemma of whether you want to hold on or go for it again and try and extend your advantage. That's always been the harder option, in my experience.
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Now it's Rodrigo. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done.
France really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Up he goes! Harmlessly behind. Now it's Kolomuani. Kolomuani is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that is as far as they're going to go. And that is that. Madrid have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We have already started here. Vinicius Junior! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Vinicius Junior demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Out of play for a goal kick.
Camavinga.
France ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there.
Chouameni. Madrid leading here thanks to that early goal.
And the score is 1-0.
Now it's Olise. Goulet. It's Vinicius Junior. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Nicely aimed pass. Olise. Mbappe. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. He won't be happy with that one. And it's Arda Güler. That's a good run he's making there. That's very neat. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Oh, good take in a good area.
And a chance! They've scored! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making...
He's gone for goal! He scores! And they get themselves in front! Madrid take the lead. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Thuram. Rudiger. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vinicius Junior.
Bellingham.
Valverde.
That's a nicely shaped ball. They're urging him to shoot. Rabiot, spread out to the left. And here's Goulet. Valverde, real chance here. Hernandez. Rabiot. It's Thuram. Looking for the run. He can run onto that. Oh, that's fabulous.
Good challenge, excellent challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly.
Now it's Mbappe. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Valverde promptly onto that, and that is that. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier.
Madrid disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency.
It's played through for him. And the finish! It's in! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his...
Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Madrid really could have done without this.
This to complete the turnaround.
is complete.
Not much more than a formality.
It's in, but only just. The keeper guessed correctly, and a heart-and-mouth moment for the taker.
France go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Bellingham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Shin to shin, bite.
And the half-time whistle goes. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Can he get it through?
Oh, shooting chance!
Goulet.
Foot in.
Mbappe. Tries to play it through. Bellingham. Eder Militao. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Camavinga. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's picked his way through. And that has been clubbed away. And they're back on the ball again. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Engages and forces him off the ball. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Great chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
This looks promising. Rudiger does well to get it back. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Works it forward. Now it's Olise. Quality ball. Now it's Olise. And he's managed to get free.
Oh, lots to admire in the run and the defending.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Hernandez. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Oh, that is asking for trouble.
Eder Militao. Valverde has created one goal already. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Now it's Camavinga. Just about up to 75 minutes. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And it's Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. Can he spark a counter here?
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Played out wide. That's a good foot in there.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 10, el dorsal 7, el
Excellent
dorsal
challenge
5,
there,
el
uncompromising.
dorsal 15, el dorsal 22. Serán sustituidos por
Now it's
el
Colomwani.
dorsal 11,
That's been
el
cut out,
dorsal
well played.
16,
He's fizzed
el
it
dorsal
forward.
30, el dorsal 21,
Conte.
el dorsal 24.
Oh, it's
Se va a
Dembele.
llevar a cabo un cambio
Chance
de
here to
jugadores.
counter. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Rodrigo. Chouameni. Oh, this looks sharp. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And he's going to have his name taken. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks.
Can he finish? It is a fantastic goal. He's got himself an absolute peach. They've done it again. It is incredible.
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point, which means a keeper is well and truly beaten.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This is quite a battle.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Brahim Diaz. He's got two. Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof. That's that, the end. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running...
Vinicius Junior! Rabiot.
Chouameni. Played into space.
Nicely worked.
Decent chance!
Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
France are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Olise, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Chouameni. He's played it long. Valverde. It's Vinicius Junior. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham.
This is promising.
And here's Vinicius Junior.
Great chance! He has done it! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Bellingham. Now that's well seen too. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it's Rabiot.
It's Rabiot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Goulet. Couldn't squeeze it through. And he's forced to go back. Played towards the other side. Koundé.
Rabiot. Rabiot.
Pinches it off him. Chouameni. And it's Rabiot. Vinicius Junior. And they can counter here. And it's Arda Güler. And that has left him in a heap. Chouameni.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Alexander-Arnold. And Güler. Güler making good progress on the right-hand side. And it's made its way to him. Hernandez. He has found the way through.
Rabiot.
Mbappe. And it's Hernandez. Now it's Vinicius Junior.
That's good play from him.
Olise.
Well, that is one way to stop him.
Olise.
Unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And here's Valverde.
Valverde was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, that's a fine interception.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Thuram. Tchouaméni.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And the counter-attack is on for France. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
And it's half-time here.
Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
And the game has already resumed here.
Bellingham.
Ball is over the line.
Now he's off and running.
Valverde. Alexander-Arnold.
Camavinga. Mbappe. Here's Tchouaméni. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe. Hernandez. And it's Tchouaméni. And it's Camavinga. For Olise.
Rabiot. Passes short and sharp. Can he finish? Goal! France! And again they hit the front.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
France go into the lead.
Koundé.
Cambio de jugadores.
That could spell trouble.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. He has a look up.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
He's on it. Can he get away? Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Valverde. Valverde stood his ground strongly.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
El dorsal 5, el dorsal 15, el dorsal 22.
And here's Rodrigo.
Can he get... Tries a shot! He scored! It's level again! What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And here's Colomwani.
France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Valverde.
Now it's Brahim Diaz. He's found the way through. Now, can they get him away? And he shoots! Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 8 será sustituido por el dorsal 24.
Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. France are looking to go forward now. Oh, that's a key interception. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team.
Dembele! Off the post! And claimed it back swiftly.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Fofana. And now the breakaway. Oh, it's Dembele. He is through here. And the number on the board is 3. Rodrigo. Taken back almost at once. Fofana. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And there goes the final whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And it's Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe! No, not quite on the same wavelength. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, it's hard to look beyond this fella, Arda Güler. He's key on the right side. That's where he operates, that little channel. And he's brilliant, if given a little more room. If he's shut down, then sometimes he can get a little frustrated. But if he gets that little bit of space, then a lot of damage can be done.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Bellingham. Koundé calmly anticipates. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. And the shot! Goal! France! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. That has been cut short. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Vinicius Junior was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Güler looking to penetrate opposition lines. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Madrid are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Chooses to go cross-field. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! Loose ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Crosses it in. Koundé attempts a clearance.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Rabiot. Hernandez. Spread neatly. He's picked his way through. Rabiot. Mbappe might just make this. And it's Valverde. Mbappe! That is a brilliant interception. Chouameni. A heavy challenge. Rabiot. Now Mbappe. He's in a great position here. And he's away. It's a pretty loose pass. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe! He's had a shot! Oh, another save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Madrid with another corner. Corner number 2 then. France have the chance to go the other way. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Showing good feet. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Mignon gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. And it's Rabiot. And here's Mbappe. Gives it back. Mbappe. And it's Camavinga. Camavinga. Rabiot. Over to the left. Try terrific header. He's missed, but not by that far.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
That's good running with the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Bellingham. He's well positioned. Chance for a shot! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Madrid are still behind then, despite looking for all the world like they'd pulled level.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Climbs up big! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Mbappe! Oh, shooting chance! Mbappe! Oh, how good is that?
Well, I know there's plenty of time left in this second half yet, but that's a goal which deserves to win this match. And now that the skipper has delivered such a beauty, the whole team will have a confidence thrust.
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and he has.
Madrid go into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He's having a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Madrid have their third corner. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Eder Militao knocks it into space. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
He's very lucky to recover that, and he shouldn't have put himself in that position in the first place.
Now it's Thuram. Madrid have hit a quick-fire double here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. Now it's Mbappe. He's in plenty of space here. Gets his head on it! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Arda Güler. Tries to pass it through. Alexander, big header!
And that's caused a worry or two.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal
Both sides then
22,
taking this chance to turn to their
12,
benches.
El dorsal 8, el dorsal 10. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 24, el dorsal 2.
France
el
are
dorsal
looking to
6,
play on the counter here,
el
aren't they?
dorsal 11.
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Kolumuani.
France really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Madrid are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Looking for the run. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, that's fabulous. Dembele. And the takes a shot! And he can clear it away. Camavinga producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Into the last quarter of an hour. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tries to play it through. Chouameni. Oh no, that was never going to make it.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Dembele. Camavinga does really well to win the ball there. Chouameni. Rodrigo. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Hernandez. Well, that is one way to stop him. France finding their passes. Rodrigo is onto it in a flash. Koundé. That is Conte. And here's Thuram. The final 5 minutes.
France really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And here's Kolumuani. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And there's the clearance. And claimed it back swiftly.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Dembele. Howson is there and he can get that clear. And that's that. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is...